Is this the best cutoff tool kit you could find for under $70? Let's find out. What I have with me right here is the Dovaman cordless cutoff tool, and this they sent to me for free to do a review, but you can get this for just under $70 on Amazon right now. What's super cool about this, it comes with a battery and charger, so you're all good to go for just 70 bucks. So right here off the bat, we can see a picture, pretty run-of-the-mill design, standard cutoff tool look, and let's break into it and see what's inside. So first of all, we got our user manual. They were very nice to send a bag with it. So this is going to come with all the cutoff tools that they sell. This is the pretty much like a standard tool bag. Feels like pretty good design, pretty good quality. Has a stay open design, so it's not going to collapse on you while you're working on things, whatever it may be. Next, we got a box. So this looks like our charger. So it comes with a single charger with a standard cable. Everything looks like a pretty good piece right there. And then we have inside it right here, this looks to be our battery. So let's see how much of a charge it comes with. It's the first time opening any of this stuff right on camera. Lithium-ion battery, 20 volt max. So again, pretty standard nowadays for tools. Let's see. Fully charged. Check that out, guys. A fully charged battery in the box from Dovaman. So that's pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of like a Black & Decker colorway. If you remember those old 20 volt tools from Black & Decker with the stem style battery. Kind of looks like that. And this should be an accessory pack here. You might be saying, Matt, why don't you just use a knife? Well, why not? Boom. All right, so this is our guide. So you can set different depths, different gauge, all that kind of stuff. So you're gonna go through different material, whether that be 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, all the way up to 3 inches, which is pretty hard to imagine, but I guess it could do that if you're deep enough on there. And then you have your dust extraction port right there for your vacuum, and then a little window. You can see what's going on and not get hurt. So that's pretty interesting as well. Check that out right there. Next in the box, we got just a couple blades. So it looks like it comes with a diamond cutting blade, which is nice, and then a metal cutoff blade, which is also something we like to see. You guys can check that out. And then another diamond tile cutting blade. So we can do tile, we can do metal, we can do stone, we can do wood, we could do all kinds of stuff. And it is a standard 3-inch cutting blade. So if you wanted to get a refreshed one, maybe a nice brand new one, something like that, you could pick these up at like Lowe's or Ace Hardware for a couple bucks. They're not going to be very expensive. They are nice enough to include 3 blades there for you just to get started with the tool. Without further ado, we have the actual product here itself. So this is the Dovaman cutoff tool. You guys can check that out right there. So there you go. So this is the cutoff tool. Fit and finish feels pretty good right away. It's got a nice rubber overmold grip right there, which is pretty standard. You got your lockout, thumb lockout right there, so it's pretty easy to get to. So I like that about it. That's pretty cool, pretty interesting, pretty nice design. And it is pretty robust. So right off the bat, it doesn't feel cheap at all. Like it doesn't feel like a $70 tool, like right off the bat. So we have our metal guard right here, which is pretty nice. Actual metal, not plastic, which you don't see a lot these days. You are gonna have your brushless design right here, 20 volt brushless on the motor housing. So that is a pretty cool design, but overall the feel in the hand isn't bad. It actually fits my hand pretty well. A pretty standard size here. You have your forward and reverse function as well on there. Also on the side, you have your Allen key storage on the unit, but unfortunately it doesn't hold very well. That's probably one of the weakest magnets I've ever seen on a tool. That's like, it barely takes any pressure and that thing falls right off. So that's pretty bad on the Allen key storage right there. I would really recommend that they would put a stronger magnet on there. I mean, I've seen some of these tool brands, the magnets are so strong you could barely pull it off of there. So that's something they should definitely consider. So let's take this right here. This is going to be reverse threaded. So make sure you remember that when you're putting your blades on. It's tighten to loosen and loosen to tighten, so to speak. So we'll take our main piece off here, pop the diamond cutting blade on there, pop your washer on top, loosening it to tighten it, which sounds really weird, but that's just the way these are. So make sure that's good and tight on there. Then you could pop your battery in, put some safety glasses on. I got the safety sunglasses now. So let's see. That sounds pretty good. Check that out. That's not bad. So there it is. Let's get the sound one more time. Let's get the sound one more time. That's not bad. And it's got an automatic brake on it as well, so it's gonna shut off as you're cutting the material. So right when you let go of the switch, it's gonna shut off, so it's not gonna drag through your material more than you want it to, which is a really nice feature to have, especially when you're dealing with a cutoff tool. You don't wanna continue to cut farther past than what you want to do in the first place. A lot of these will continue spinning once you're done cutting, which you don't want that to happen. It also has your forward and reverse depending on what direction you're going on your material. So you have a different feature there, forward and reverse. And obviously it's just gonna change the polarity of the motor. But overall in the hand, it feels great. It's got a nice little work light on there as well, which stays on. Looks like it has a delay, timer delay on there as well. And the spot where it's at is actually pretty convenient because as you're working, it's gonna shine up at whatever material you're cutting. So it wouldn't be a proper review unless we did a little bit of a test on this guy. And you know we always do durability tests on this channel, real world tests, stuff like that. So let's see how she survives compared to maybe a piece of metal or something. See how it can cut that up. And let's go check that out right now. All right guys, so now you can see we got our dust cover on there, or the blade guard, whatever you wanna call it. And we can adjust our depth by moving this up and down. So let's put it at its like halfway setting right there. We don't want to take off too much material, just enough to get through. Tighten that down. And this also has a locking feature where this locks right on to the existing housings. That way it's not going to move on you when you're trying to cut. So let's get started. Let's do a cut. Through a battery on there. We can also adjust the angle of the cut as well, depending on where you want to go with that. Let's throw our safety glasses on real quick. So not bad. I don't like the ergonomics of it that much, actually. Looking into it more as I'm using it, you just gotta see how high up you gotta get your wrists just to get on the material. It's really tough. It's tough to use, to be honest. Like I'm having to get over, so when I'm on here, you guys can see the angle. The reason why it's like this is because the depth adjustment. I have it fully loaded back, and you can see in order to be flat, my elbow is all the way up here. That's a really uncomfortable cutting angle, especially when you're trying to get in a tight spot. You got to get almost above the material to cut down on it, which is not very ideal at all. Obviously, if you lower your depth gauge, it's a bit more comfortable, but then you could be cutting too deep. You could be getting into something you don't want to get into underneath. Overall, it didn't cut bad. The quality of the cut is not bad at all, but the ergonomics, the fit and finish of that, man, that's tough. That's really tough. So here you guys can see the cut quality. Overall, not bad. I was fooling around with the settings a little bit with the forward and reverse just to see which one would ride on the material better. I found that the reverse setting or the forward setting is actually better for this type of cut. It really depends where you're at, what you're cutting. But it's not a bad cut. You could see there, it definitely got through the material. I do have the Craftsman version of this tool, the Craftsman cutoff tool. It just goes through like butter. And this was taking a little bit of time, even just to get started in the material. So I'm a little bit worried about that, to be honest. So here it is. I mean, it's tough. I mean, it's $60. We have to keep that in mind. It's just under 70 bucks. It's like $68, $69. We have to keep that in mind. But ergonomics wise, especially if you guys remember when I was doing the truck build series, I was cutting a lot of sheet metal, a lot of paneling, a lot of stuff. And I don't know, I wouldn't be comfortable using this. It's hard to get in on a good angle. So if they're looking for feedback, I would say you really got to pay attention to the ergonomics of a tool like this. And it just might be the way I'm used to things. It might be the way I cut things. If you're a lefty or a righty, it might be different. But overall, I don't like how that feels in this particular use case. Now, I don't know how it'll feel cutting through wood or through stone or through tile or whatever it may be. But for this particular use, I have to give it a thumbs down. So overall, guys, it's a tough call. For the price, it's not bad. For 70 bucks, you're getting a pretty good quality tool. It's brushless. It comes with a battery, which is huge. It feels pretty good in the hand. But when I was doing it on that particular test, I just don't like the way it's set up. I I can't get used to that angle. It's just not very comfortable for the way I like to cut things. Now again, depending on your use case, this might change depending on what you're cutting, depending on what you're working on. But for me, it's just hard for me to get used to that feeling. Now I have the Craftsman cutoff tool, but that's $99 tool only. So you have to remember what you're getting here. You're getting a 20 volt lithium ion battery with a brushless 20 volt tool, a blade guard, a few blades, a pretty good fit and finish for 70 bucks. Now that's not bad, but if I had to make a choice, I'd invest the extra $30 or so, especially if you're already in the Craftsman ecosystem like me, and I'd go for a Craftsman or a DeWalt or a Milwaukee. But if you're on a budget, this might be a best option for you. This might be something that'll get the job done. If you just need something sitting around DIY once in a while, a little bit of a cutoff tool, something like that, this might be perfect for you. So if you're looking for something budget-wise, $70, I'd recommend it. But for my use case, I can't see myself using it more than a few times. Maybe if I was in a pinch, needed something quick, I'd grab this. But most of the time, I'm gonna find myself grabbing that Craftsman cutoff tool. I'll leave a link in the description below for that video. I'll probably pin it in the comments as well. And let me know what you guys think. Do you think I was too hard on the tool? Do you think I was a little too rough on it? Let me know what you think. I don't know. It's just a tough, in the middle type of ground that I'm dealing with right here. So give me your comments. Let me know what you think. Would you buy this? Would you buy something similar? Do you have something similar? Would you use something like this? Overall, it's not terrible. And for 70 bucks, if you really need a cutoff tool, it's an option that's out there for sure. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll leave a link below for this as well if you'd like to purchase it. It is an Amazon affiliate link. If you do purchase through that link, I do receive a small commission, which helps out the channel a lot. So I really do appreciate that. I'll also leave links in the description below for all my other products, including the Craftsman V20 cutoff tool, which I recommend. And let me know in the comments as well. Would you like a battle between the two? Would you like a teardown kind of showdown test between the Craftsman V20 and the Dovaman 20 volt cutoff tool? Because we could do that. We can have them go head to head and see which one actually wins. So if you guys want that, leave some comments below. And if we hit 30 likes on this video within 3 months of uploading, I will do a video on that. So thanks again, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out my other videos. And as always, keep us in your prayers. God bless and have a good one.